My mother said, "Your brother's family comes first. You should be used to that." My dad agreed. I just smiled and said, "Sure." After that, I stopped carrying their weight. So when a sudden financial mess hit them and they turned to me, my decision shut down the entire conversation. The words came during my nephew's birthday party. I just mentioned needing help moving next weekend when Mom cut me off mid-sentence. "Your brother's family comes first. You should be used to that by now." Dad nodded without looking up from his phone. "Your brother has kids. Priorities." I stood there holding a piece of cake I suddenly didn't want anymore. 28 years of being the backup plan crystallized in that moment. Every childhood recital they missed because Lucas had a soccer game. Every college milestone celebrated alone because they were at his wedding planning. Every promotion I achieved met with, "That's nice," while Lucas got a backyard barbecue for getting hired at Dad's firm. I smiled and said, "Sure." Then I left early, citing work. Nobody noticed. That night, I made a list. Every financial favor over the past decade. The $4,200 I lent them for Lucas's wedding venue when their budget fell short. The $1,800 for Mom's emergency roof repair that turned into a kitchen renovation. The $6,500 for Dad's car down payment because Lucas needed help with his mortgage. The $3,200 I contributed to family vacations I was too busy to attend. Total $18,900 with vague promises of, "We'll pay you back eventually." I wasn't angry. I was just done funding a family that never invested in me. 2 weeks later, Mom called about Thanksgiving. "We're doing it at Lucas's new house. Can you bring your famous sweet potato casserole and maybe contribute $200 toward the turkey and trimmings? His budget's tight with the new baby coming." "I have plans this year," I said simply. "Plans? What plans?" "We're family. I'm going to Colorado with friends. Already booked." Silence. "You can't just skip Thanksgiving." "Sure I can. Lucas's family comes first, remember? You'll barely notice I'm gone." I spent Thanksgiving on a mountain, phone on silent, surrounded by people who actually wanted me there. December brought the annual gift coordination text. Mom's message: "Everyone's doing $150 for Lucas's kids. Can you chip in? Also, his mortgage payment is rough this month. Could you help with $800? We'd ask, but we're stretched thin." I replied, "Can't help this time. Tight budget." Mom called immediately. "What do you mean you can't help? You make good money." "I do. I'm using it for myself now." "That's selfish. Your brother has a family. And I have a life. One you've never had time for." Click. Christmas was quiet. I sent generic cards, no cash. My phone stayed remarkably silent. Then, March arrived. Dad called, voice strained. "We need to talk. In person." I met them at a coffee shop. Neutral territory. Dad looked older somehow. "The firm's restructuring. I'm being forced into early retirement. Severance isn't what we expected." Mom jumped in. "And Lucas's wife lost her job. They're 3 months behind on the mortgage. The bank is starting foreclosure proceedings. We need $35,000, Dad said, "to cover their mortgage arrears and keep us afloat until I find consulting work. You're the only one who can help." I sipped my coffee, letting silence fill the space. "Well," Mom prompted, "this is family. Real crisis." "Where was family when I graduated law school alone? When I bought my condo and you couldn't visit because Lucas needed babysitting? When I had surgery last year and you sent a text?" "That's different," Mom said. "Lucas has children, responsibilities, and I'm your child. That should have been responsibility enough." Dad leaned forward. "We're desperate. Your brother could lose everything. Then Lucas needs to figure it out. Call the bank. Get a loan modification. Sell the house. Do what people do when they can't afford their lifestyle. You'd let your own brother become homeless?" Mom's voice cracked. "He has parents, 2 of them, with equity in their house. You can help him." Dad's face reddened. "That's our retirement. And my money is my future. The future you've never cared about." I stood up. "You taught me where I rank. I'm just finally accepting the lesson." "You're really going to abandon us?" Mom asked. "No, I'm just not carrying weight I was never supposed to bear. Lucas's family comes first, remember? So let his family come first now." I walked out while they sat frozen. My phone erupted with calls and texts. All went unanswered. Lucas finally called. Desperate. "Please, my kids, your niece and nephew. Your parents can help. They have options. They're choosing not to use them because they're used to me being the solution. I'll pay you back. I swear." "Like the wedding venue money? Still waiting on that?" He had no answer. 6 weeks later, they sold their house. Downsized to a condo. Lucas sold his house too. Moved into something affordable. Dad found consulting work. They survived, just without their safety net subsidizing choices they couldn't afford. Mom sent one final text. "We'll never forgive you for this." I replied, "I'll survive. I always have." Some families are built on love, others on convenience. I finally learned the difference.